Testing. Test, test, test.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. It is such a treat to actually see you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Peter Coulombe, and I am the director here of the Old South Ringers, the Old South Handbell Ministry. We are so excited to have you here with us tonight in this special space. Those of you who've been here at our annual Christmas concert before know we're usually next door in our large sanctuary, but we thought we'd get a little cozy this year because it's so cold outside. So we hope that you'll enjoy a different space tonight. The bells certainly will sound a little different to you, and we hope that you enjoy it just as much, if not more, than when we're in the main sanctuary. So we are the Old South Ringers. We rehearse weekly during the main part of the church year, September through June, and we play in our festival worship once a month during those months. This annual Christmas concert has become a tradition we have really come to love, and we do that in addition to our regular worship performance. We are what you might think of as a teaching choir. Our mission is to allow anyone who is interested in playing handbells to be able to participate. So we have folks in this choir playing tonight who are relatively new to the art of ringing, as well as some who've just been ringing their whole lives. So but we are thrilled to be able to teach and to bring people into this joyful musical art. I'm gonna just quickly go around the table so you get to hear the names of each of our ringers. I'll start at the far left at the highest bells. Tonight in this next piece we have Annie, and then Casey, Stephanie, Jennifer, Lisa, Allie, Anastasia, Evelyn, Carly, Debbie, Vivian, and our newest ringer, Jeff. So thank you all. You'll hear a little bit more from me later on. I think if you don't have a chair during the next break, there may be one or two over here we can pull in the back. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I am curious. Do we have any first-time attendees in the audience tonight? Raise your hand. Oh my gosh, look at all of you. Well, thank you for taking a chance on us. No, really, that is wonderful. Our hope is that we continue to invite new people and enjoy spreading the word of this delightful ensemble. So thank you for being here. I am going to introduce our instrument to you. We have 12 ringers up here, but we are all playing one large instrument. Each bell that the ringers play is tuned to one specific note. So kind of like the keys on a piano, each key only plays one note. Same with all of our bells. That's why we have to have so many. Our bells range from the low C, weighing in at 8 pounds and 4 ounces, the C3. Jeff, would you give it a whirl? Pretty low. And on the opposite end of the scale, we have our high C8 on the table, weighing in at a mere 8 ounces, 2 inches in diameter. Annie, would you give it a whirl? Very different. I'll let you guess who burns more calories in a rehearsal. We have almost as many bells out on the table as a piano has keys, if that gives you a sense of how big we have notes here. And the bells we're playing on are primarily American-made Malmark handbells. There are also a few bass bells in our inventory, which are Whitechapel handbells, and those were made in England. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. We also have some chimes on the table. You heard some in that last number that give a very different sound. And in any one piece, each ringer can be responsible for as few as 2 bells to as many as up to 20. So that gives you a sense of how busy some of our ringers are. This next piece on the program, Coventry Carol, gets its name from the town of Coventry, England, where this lullaby carol was sung as part of a traditional play performed at Christmas time. It dates back all the way to the mid-1500s. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, handbell ringing like this in America, um, it's both new and old. It didn't actually get started until, oh, say about 100 years ago, which, you know, if you think about it, is younger than the birth of the country, but still it's been around for a while. But it all started right here in Boston. That's right here. In 1923, a Beacon Hill resident named Margaret Shercliffe brought back home here to Boston a set of Whitechapel handbells from England. And she taught her children to play, very typical, force your children to do something you want to do, right? She taught her children to play, and some of her friends, and they would regularly get together and play songs, but especially Christmas carols. They would play in their home, which you can actually go visit. It's a museum, and you can learn more about Margaret's incredible life. But also they would go out into the Beacon Hill neighborhood and ring carols in their neighborhood. And in fact, that tradition has been revived. So do, if you're ever interested, keep an eye out for it. Here at Old South, we acquired our first handbells in 1929. So not quite 100 years ago, but coming up on it. And you can bet we're going to have a big celebration in a few years. We have been using bells in our worship and in our children's music program ever since. And we are grateful for the opportunity to share that with you tonight. Our next piece needs little introduction, as I'm sure it will be familiar to all of you, Tchaikovsky's Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker Suite. This particular arrangement for handbells is done by Mitchell Ethan. Thank you. So, how does all this really work? Well, first, everyone up here at the table is playing off the same sheet of music, the same sheet of music. So everyone can see everyone else's notes, just in case you were wondering. But everyone has to pick out only the notes that they ring. It's a little bit like, well, let's you try it instead. You all know Mary had a little lamb, right? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. I want you to sing along with me. Mary had a little lamb, but only the words that have a letter A in them. All right? So if there's no A, don't sing it. And only the A part of the word if it's got more syllables. Is that clear? So you're only going to sing the A's. Here we go, all together. Mary had a lamb, lamb, lamb. Mary had a lamb. It was as awesome. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. We rehearse on Tuesday nights at 6. I'll see you all there. All right, our next piece, People Look East, the Time is Near, is not technically a Christmas carol. It is actually an Advent carol. Advent is the season before Christmas that is all about anticipation. Think about the kids waiting to have sugar plums and they can't wait for Santa to come. It's about anticipating the arrival of Jesus. And the lyrics speak of that joyful anticipation of what's to come on Christmas Day. We hope you enjoy this arrangement of People Look East. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our next piece on the program tonight, Still, 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 is also a lullaby carol, kind of like Coventry Carol. The words of the lullaby describe the peace of the infant Jesus and his mother as the baby is being sung to sleep. It's based on an Austrian folk tune and was first published around 1865. And here's a little fun fact for you about this particular song. When Thomas Heck was studying music history at Yale in 1967, he met Rosemarie Trapp, the eldest daughter of the real-life Von Trapp family depicted in The Sound of Music. He recounts in his memoir of being invited by Rosemarie to their family home in Stowe, Vermont for Christmas that year. On Christmas Eve, Maria Von Trapp, yes, that Maria, asked him if he would accompany her on his guitar at midnight mass for a song she wanted to sing. It was one of her favorite carols. He writes, "It was her custom after communion to sing this lullaby in German to the newborn Jesus. The song was called Still, Still, Still. It was gorgeous. There was not a dry eye in the chapel after she sang it." We hope you enjoy this arrangement of Still, Still, Still. Thank you. Thank you. Such a beautiful arrangement of a beautiful melody. And now we are actually going to do something that we haven't done in a number of years. We're going to do something a little different and have a small ensemble play for you. As you've probably already figured out, making music on this unique instrument can be somewhat challenging, even when you're only responsible for a few notes. So you can imagine how it gets ramped up quite a bit when you need to take care of a whole lot more. And that's exactly what's going to happen next. So please join me as we wish our small ensemble good luck.
Is this on? Yeah. I'm going to give you just a little bit more context. My name is Evelyn, and first and foremost, we want to thank all of you so much for coming tonight. We totally appreciate it. We can feel your energy, and it helps us. A little bit of context as to how and why we're about to attempt to make some music for you is that back in August, when Peter had asked any of us to send any sheet music that we might be interested to play for our Christmas concert, I went on to handbell.com, and it is a thing. And I heard a really cute arrangement of a really cute song, and I sent it to Peter. Little did I know until it arrived that it was written for a small ensemble, and that by selecting it, I had volunteered to play in the small ensemble. Thankfully, these other 5 brave souls have decided to join me, and to be completely honest, we had very little time to rehearse together. But during that time, we had a lot of fun. We made a lot of mistakes, but had a lot of fun. We thought really seriously about canceling it and just saying, we'll do the rest of the concert. But we decided to just give it our all. We hope that you enjoy what music we make. We can make no promises except that there will be incorrect notes, we will make funny faces, and maybe it'll be a cute song. Please enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We invite any of you who want to come up and play that after to, let us know. We'd be happy to have you join us next year. Actually, quite seriously, I know this concert this year is a little bit later than in some past years, but I do see a few younger people in our audience. And we especially want to invite you to come up and check out the bells and the chimes afterwards. And in fact, if any of you older folks want to do that as well, please feel free. We would be happy to introduce you on an up-close petting zoo, if you will, of our instrument. And who knows, maybe if you've been on Santa's nice list, we might even let you ring a chime or two. Our next piece on this day, Earth Shall Ring, is a modern arrangement of one of the oldest melodies on our program tonight. It also happens to be one of my personal favorites of this season of music. The tune is actually a medieval one and goes by the Latin name Personam Hodie. It was discovered in a manuscript dating back to 1360 AD, making it over 650 years old. We hope you enjoy this arrangement of On This Day, Earth Shall Ring, Personam Hodie. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, it's hard to believe that this is our 16th annual Christmas concert. We started in 2007, and except for 1 year, we've been doing it ever since. And we have a commitment to keep these concerts free, open to the public, and now a commitment to trying to keep them live streamed so that any of you who may be watching from home are also able to do so and enjoy this music. But you know, we really can't do that without your help. We are able to offer this concert here tonight thanks to the amazing generosity of those who have come to past concerts and who have made a contribution to sustain this annual tradition. And I do hope that you will feel a little moved tonight to consider how you might support these concerts and ensure that we can be back here again next year to offer this little bit of holiday cheer again. If you're inclined to leave a donation with us on your way out the door, the ushers would be more than happy to receive your gift, which is also tax deductible if it matters. And if you're more of an Apple, Venmo, Apple Pay, PayPal kind of donor, there is a QR code on the back of your program where you can make a secure online donation. And if you are watching online, there should be a link to our secure giving portal in the chat. So pretty much everything you see up here is a result of a gift made by someone who appreciated our unique ministry and the mission of what we try to bring in our community. And if you would like to be a part of that ongoing legacy in a special way, please talk to me after the concert. And now, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. As you think of the lyrics of this song on this very cold and chilly New England evening, it might help you to know that it was actually composed in July of 1945 in Hollywood, California, in the middle of a heat wave. Let it snow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, we are so grateful for you being here tonight. It really is a highlight of our season, and without you, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you for being here, for sharing this evening with us. We hope that your holidays are merry and bright. May your candles be lit with love and peace. May there be nothing that you dismay. May your walks through the winter find you near ones you love and warmed by the fires of comfort and joy. May the wonder and spirit of goodness just fill your days and all through the new year. Before we send you back out into that horrible cold out there, we have one final piece for you. And for this one, I need sleigh bells. Does anybody have a set of sleigh bells with them here tonight? You do? You do? Oh my goodness. We have somebody who has sleigh bells. What's your name?
My name is Connor.
Connor. Well, how fantastic that you brought your sleigh bells to the concert tonight. Well,
I'm so lucky.
well, so are we. So Connor, I tell you what, I've got some music here for you, I think. Oh, is it on that chair? So Connor, I am delighted that you're here. So I'm going to just ask you to sight ring along with us, have fun with those for the very first time. You know, that's the spirit of the holidays, your willingness to do it and give it a go. All right, well, let's give Connor a hand, everyone. All right, thank you. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Thank you.